owe $10,000 in alimony.
Wait, our discussion isn't over yet.
What the hell more do you want from us?
For real, we've already paid you the alimony you demand.
It's just not enough, because you'll have to pay another $1 million on top of the alimony here.
Trouble Busters!
My name is Alan Thompson. I promised my beloved wife Megan to build a happy family in a newly built house. I finally made that dream come true, and I'm going to live happily ever after with her, is what I genuinely thought.
The new house has been built, and all that's left is to cut ties with that stupid walking ATM of a husband and marry you instead.
I found my wife cheating with the head salesman in charge of the construction of our house. I lost my wife and my house in an instant.
Here you go, as promised, $10,000 in alimony.
Wait, our discussion is not over yet.
Come on, what else do you want, eh? I had an affair, yes. I pay the alimony, yes. Case closed. Nothing else to discuss.
We would appreciate it if you didn't leave your arbitrary amount of money and walk away before we present you what I demand as alimony on behalf of my client. Sit down.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to? See ya, sucker.
You do understand that if you walk out that door without permission, we'll take this whole thing to court, I suppose.
What? Court?
Wait a minute, why are we suddenly jumping to that topic? What the hell happened?
We are taking charge of deciding the amount of alimony.
However, neither of you have any intentions of responding to our wishes.
Should you show zero intention to talk and we decided as such, to court we shall go.
If we do go to court, you'll be summoned and the court results will be saved in official records.
If you want to tarnish both of our reputations, by all means, leave this room.
By all means, the door is open.
How freaking much do you want?
We can only offer about 5,000 extra, see?
Is it worth it to get your hands on someone else's wife, ruin the new house I had bought for us, and only repay $15,000 in compensation for the damage you caused? Hell no, it's worth so much more. I'll destroy your lives just like you did mine, so be prepared.
Hey, Megan, this isn't what I heard. Your husband doesn't seem like a wimp at all.
You're getting cocky because you have a lawyer on your side. You're so pathetic. That's why you freaking get cheated on, bucko.
I only hired Mr. Mulligan after I found out you two were cheating, you know. Why are you cheating on me because of a truth that only solidified after the affair's discovery? Can you see the future or something?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Wow.
On behalf of my client, Mr. Thompson, I shall demand a sum of $30,000 in alimony from both of you, totaling $60,000.
$30,000 each?
Indeed.
So I'm going to pay $30,000 to a guy who deserves to be cheated on? I only married you because you're a good-natured, high-class guy who wouldn't even notice if I cheated on you.
Okay, I may have made a move on your wife, Thompson, and I'm sorry about that for sure. But you know Megan said many times that she didn't really want to do this.
If you don't want to do something, just don't do it then. I mean, not that that's gonna change anything. I swear on my life, soul, and sanity, I shall plunge you into a pit of misery so deep, happiness will only be a fleeting memory.
Stop! What the hell is with this bastard?
Clients who have been cheated on can be broadly divided into two types. One is the kind of person who, after experiencing deep sadness after discovering the fact of the affair, tries to close the wounds within their hearts by forcing themselves to have fun and drowning their sorrows in anything possible to forget all about it. And the other is the type of person who, after discovering the fact of the affair, transforms their deep sadness into fury and hatred and seeks solace by taking everything down to the last remaining molecule regardless of the how or the why. Mr. Thompson is a textbook example of the latter. His crimson flames of rage and destruction burn everything down, leaving not even a singular blade of grass behind.
So it won't just stop at alimony?
What do you mean?
There we go.
I'm saying that in addition to the alimony you each gotta pay, you better pay me another $1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah.
What's so funny?
For real, there's no way we'd pay $1 million, an amount that's absolutely illegal and unreasonable. Whatever arguments you make, I'll make damn sure you pay me every last penny. You can't escape the fate of having to pay this ridiculous amount.
$1 million for alimony? There's no way the law would allow anything so reckless.
But it's not alimony, sweetheart. I said in addition to the alimony, now didn't I? So what do you mean by... Yeah, I understand. You lose your memory because you're both married, so you could do something as cruel as a double affair without a moment's remorse, huh? What?
How do you...
Sorry, I interrupted you. Please, continue. Before that, let's confirm the facts. How do you know I'm married? Oh, it wasn't hard. I merely requested a detective to investigate you. A detective? Investigate? Indeed. How much do you know about me? I'll leave that to your imagination. Wait a minute, why won't you tell me? It's unfair to keep quiet about how much you know. Why do you think I let it go as it was for a whole damn month, huh?
Because you were busy.
Well, I guess you ain't wrong, to be honest. This past month was far from what you think, though.
I tell him every damn frickin' day that I'm done with him, but he dares not back off, saying he'd fix anything I'm not satisfied with. So damn disgusting. In the first place, he should be in a mental asylum for thinking the low-life man who only has his money to show for and nothing else could possibly live happily ever after with me as his wife. Anyway, once we start actually living in the new house, I'll make up some scandal about him assaulting me or something. I'll divorce him after he's found guilty, then I'll be single again, so you divorce your wife too, okay? I selfishly whine nonstop to make the budget for the house $500,000 instead of the original $300. But I could give you some professional credit too. I love you, Trevor.
The reason I'm demanding additional money other than the alimony is so that you can buy the new house that you soiled. Buying a new house is no fricking joke. It isn't. You've been pressuring me about a new house for so damn long, haven't you?
It gave you meaning to be the one paying for it all is why. It's meaningful that it doesn't cost me anything, see? I can't pay a frickin' $1 million. No way. Wait, hold on. Why is $1 million and not $500,000?
So you've noticed.
Our house is worth $500,000, I'm sure of it. How is it being sold at double its price? That's crazy. What?
That house isn't the only house that you guys soiled with your lust.
Here's the photo evidence from a detective, my talented little brother.
Why? What? Up to this point?
How much do you know? How much does my family know? How much, you ask? Having no memory is one thing, but do you have a working brain at all? Stop being so stingy and tell me. I have no right to demand the purchase of the $500,000 house you live in.
Then withdraw.
Shut up, let me handle this.
What are you talking about? You're supposed to protect me, right?
Shut up, I said! Mr. Adams, it's exactly what you think. The one who is demanding that you buy your new house, claiming that you soiled it beyond repair, is none other than your wife, Miss Hannah Adams. I freaking knew it!
Wait a minute! Ladies and gentlemen, sorry we're late.
We've been waiting for you, Miss Thalia.
We were stuck in a bit of traffic, you see. So, how's the battle going?
You've come at the right time, for Mr. Thompson has demanded $1 million in addition to the alimony.
God damn, we arrived right at the climax. Impeccable timing. Miss Hannah, seems like Team Mulligan has already sent them down to hell. That's not necessarily true. Eh?
A price is only a price, after all.
These money-hungry lust maggots will without a doubt man the frick up and put up a ridiculous amount of resistance.
She knows!
Hey, Trevor! Snap out of it. Weren't you supposed to protect me?
Yes, this particular case of adultery was not your usual. As Mr. Mulligan, the detective, carried on with his investigation, another came to light.
The shoes again? Damn you!
Yes, sorry.
Know that those there shoes protected your feet the entire damn day. Have respect for them things.
Yes, ma'am. The wife of the bastard, and thus a victim in this as well, is called Hannah Adams. By working together with her, we can send the two filthy monsters straight into the hottest, most insufferable depths of hellfire, where irrecoverable debt awaits them. Unforgivable! Troublebusters initiate!
And you are just a wealthy woman without anything interesting about you.
Shut the hell up! I never said that!
But you goddamn iron-fisted bitch never ceased to say nasty things to him now, did you?
I'm begging you, Megan! Shut up! Don't speak English!
I've heard enough. I've heard enough. All that's happened cannot be reversed. There's no point in trying to cover it up now, right, Trevor? What's with this guy? Is he scared shitless of his wife?
Trevor Adams married into the Adams family as an adopted son as well as Miss Hannah's husband. His status, honor, and glory are all thanks to her, the sharp president, you see.
What? But Trevor, you said you started up the real estate company. And you said that you could use the company's money as you pleased.
Of course, all lies. There's no way the president would do sales in the company now, would they? What kind of company would that be? In reality, Trevor is said to be the #1 salesman in the company, but again, that's all thanks to Miss Hannah. In other words, it's safe to say that the man you fell in cahoots with is an insignificant man of no interesting qualities without the existence of his wife.
No way! No way!
Hannah, darling, this is a misunderstanding. It's not what you think.
Alan, I'm so sorry. This isn't what you think. This is not how I envisioned things would go. Mr. Thompson's presented more than enough evidence to make me want to throw up, dear. It's impossible to justify your heinous actions.
You were planning to kick me out of our new house so that you could break up with me and get together with your sweetheart lover, weren't you?
It was Trevor's bittersweet trap.
I don't know if it was a trap, a snare, or a goddamn tripwire, but it was all your decision to go along with it and betray me, wasn't it?
No, Trevor did that. That bastard told me to.
But in the end, you were the one who made the decision. It was you who gave in to temptation, no one else. It was just a momentary spurt.
Side motives for such a scandalous thing as adultery. Only a weak-willed person blinded by bribes of beauty and happiness, unable to control themselves whatsoever, full of self-righteousness and narcissism, can commit an extremely inconsequential act as such as the one you committed with stupidity. Right, Trevor, darling? I'm right, aren't I?
No, it was only a fling, I swear. Not like I was serious.
So you can touch a warm, sweaty body that isn't mine with the intention of having a fling, eh? So you can whisper your love and affection into their ear, eh? So you can weave a web of love with them, eh?
No, really, this is just a sensory aid in the act of satisfying myself solo.
What ungodly gobbledygook are you uttering, peasant? Why do you have me and yet direct your lustful desires towards other women? Even more importantly, married women.
That would be, sometimes it's good to have a breath of fresh air.
And what is a hog-nosed shit-smelling cockroach like you talking about? Carbon monoxide ought to treat you right at this point. I also saw your text conversations, so much to my heart's discontent.
Yeah, that's no good, hell no!
It's too late, it's too late! Both Miss Hannah and I have had full disclosure of the corny, intense lines of love you and your sweetheart had. No matter how hard you try, victory shall be ours. It's not often that a lawyer gets an easy job like this.
That was amazing. I think I'm addicted to you, eh?
Very well, I shall let you be addicted.
Now you better look forward to the excitement of experiencing a world of miserable darkness that doesn't allow a ray of light, and hope to traverse it. I'll let you experience it to your heart's content.
No, I don't want that kind of excitement. I want to be with you, Hannah, darling. It has to be you, darling.
Enough with the transparent lies. Don't say it. If you can't be with anyone but me, why did you have a relationship with another woman?
It wasn't my intention. I'm also a victim here. This freaking bitch. I was tricked by this woman, this sly witch.
What?
What's with that finger, eh?
Seems they've finally realized that the two of them are blaming each other for everything.
A match made in heaven. Or in hell, I shall say. Perhaps Tinder should be renamed Cinder from the heat in this room is insane.
I knew the blaming game would begin sooner or later.
The irony is that no matter how much they blame each other, they're only digging their graves deeper.
After that, the two of them continued to cast aspersions and brutally fight over the most meaningless of details. The forbidden love that was burning with them, until a moment ago, was destroyed. Megan, who was trying to escape responsibility for the ugly acts she committed, was a stranger to me. The girl I loved to the ends of the world was nowhere to be found. I realized that my heart could no longer feel the passionate fury it did, and that it was rapidly growing stone cold and emotionless.
It's your fault that I hurt Alan.
That's what I should be saying, you deceitful hag, and you didn't even know you were a fricking bother to me.
Oye, silencio por favor.
How long are you gonna keep fighting miserably like this, eh? Push the responsibility onto each other after you've heard our goddamn demands.
Miss Hannah, I've stated my demands. If you have anything to demand, please, the stage is yours.
Understood. As you've probably guessed, my demand includes a divorce.
A divorce?
Only the most natural of demands. How can I keep a piece of raw, rotten meat like you at my side, eh?
Wait, please, anything but that. Please forgive me.
Am I such a sweet woman to grant you this request of yours?
Ah!
Since I married you, I've never shown anyone but my family my sleeping self. People only show their most vulnerable sides to them, people they love, after all. Other than that, no matter how sleepy I was, I never laid down. I instead leaned my back against a pillar or wall with my eyes closed. I was never on my side. I told you that before we got married.
Yes, ma'am.
And now you claim that someone that showed such unwavering loyalty is simply not enough for you anymore?
Hannah, darling.
Call me Adams, Kingman.
No, please, not my maiden name. Miss Gomez.
No, please, don't you start copying that woman.
Sorry, but I'm copying her. You were the one I wanted to be with forever. The one I wanted to dedicate every drop of sweat and tears to their happiness. But now I can't shake the feeling of resentment and abandonment. Now I want to abandon you in the depths of hell, and try as I might, believe me, that feeling won't go away.
But what can I do to make you forgive me?
I can't forgive if there's no love left in my heart. All I want from you is $30,000 for the alimony and to buy the house for $500,000.
You know I'm not the type of person who can do that, right?
I've thought about that as well.
What?
In a nutshell, Kingman, all you can do is listen and accept obediently. I demand $30,000 in alimony and an additional $500,000 for the purchase of my house.
I can't do that! Hannah, please!
You dare call me by my name? Next time you utter my name, I swear to Satan I shall twist your spine into a Christmas decoration.
Yes, ma'am. I shall pay you $530,000 as compensation for my actions without your help. You're forgetting $30,000 for me, buddy. I shall pay both of you $560,000. I can't do that, though.
Neither of us give a damn about that, Kingman.
I will have your parents buy our house.
What? Mom and Dad?
Your parents are both alive and well, and they're quite rich as well. It's not impossible in the slightest. I explained the situation to them a while ago.
So if Mom and Dad pay it, does it mean I'm walking away from this unscathed? I don't have to suffer? Huh? What? What is it? Am I...
Do you think such a happy ending is waiting for the person who destroyed my life and happiness?
What?
Your parents told me they're going to buy the house for $500,000 and make you pay them back as your debt to them, no matter how many years it takes. They're going to use the same method to settle the demands from me and Miss Hannah.
What? What the hell? Why should I take on things my parents buy for me and repay their debt, eh?
It's the other way around, woman. Your parents are shouldering your debt. It's only natural that you'll have to pay it back.
No, it isn't. My dream is to live in a beautiful, luxurious, elegant new home as a carefree housewife.
My past self, the poor, naive man I once was and that I've outgrown now, loved you so much he couldn't help it. The thing is that your dream has been realized, and yet you destroyed it yourself.
Alan, I won't do it anymore, so please forgive me.
It doesn't matter if you won't do it anymore. The problem is that you fricking did it once.
Please, forget about it.
Can I trust a woman who turned her back on my hard work in the worst way possible? Absolutely the hell not.
He said I'll take good care of you at your husband's new house. It's a limited edition kind of pleasure. He seduced me.
I'm the same, Hannah. She forced me, saying it would be so exciting. I'm not interested in the process, only the stupid goddamn results.
You want excitement, I'll give you a great thrill, so help me. Unlike the other women, you work, have a salary, and a decent amount of personal savings.
What? Don't tell me!
Your personal savings and our shared property. Wait, no, we don't have much of that. When you and I got married, we were completely penniless after all.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me to go back to that miserable, depressing life I had before I married you?
I'll squeeze the alimony out of the personal savings you saved up when you were single, and I'll make you buy everything out depending on the purchase price of the house.
No, please, not everything, please.
The new house that we had planned to live in will be temporarily bought and paid for by Adams Real Estate. So you're taking a loan from us, and you'll be put into a company dorm and expect the bare minimum for living expenses. Everything will be used to repay your loan.
How much do you mean by bare minimum?
Eating out is a dream. Even money for a cup of coffee will be hard to come by. Think of it that way.
Wait a minute, I don't want that kind of life.
Your parents, who also work for us, already agreed to this proposal. They happily volunteered to keep an eye on you.
My freedom! I can't enjoy life anymore! Your parents will go live in the house that you soiled, Miss Gomez, and they are going to watch over you as well.
If you two want to run away, by all means, you can try.
However, you are still under the protection of your parents, Gomez.
And yours, Kingman. Remember that.
If you're willing to lose even that, then do as
you
like. Well, I highly doubt both of your families would ever allow that to happen, or forgive you if it did. All we did was borrow each of our houses a couple times as temporary nests to incubate our flowering love. Corny again now, are we? It doesn't matter the small number of times you soiled them.
Nor does the fact it was temporary matter either.
You're so specific! So let me get this straight. Even if you knew that plague-infected gibbons were licking and spitting onto plates of sushi going around a conveyor belt at a restaurant, you would, without a sliver of hesitation, grab the plate, dip the food into soy sauce, and eat that disgusting shit? No! That's unsanitary! Hell no!
That's pretty much exactly what you did.
I can never get used to living in a house where people were being adulterous on purpose. It's so unsanitary that it's not worth living in those quarters.
If you still insist against this decision, we'll take you to court.
I'll tell you this, the evidence is so strong that there is no way for Mr. Thompson or Miss Adams to lose, so my professional advice is to give up.
There's no way of escape or salvation! Once the lawyers said their piece, Trevor and Megan bawled so loudly that it echoed throughout the entire building. If they were going to cry that much, they shouldn't have had an affair in the first place. I really don't understand the truth of people who have affairs. After that, the double lawsuit began. They were forced to live the way we said they would, and I think they'll probably have to continue this lifestyle of working just to pay off their debts even when they turn 60, which is in 35 years. There's no end to this end of the incident, and until the end, we shall let them experience that life. That's the punishment. Meanwhile, I've actually remarried Miss Hannah, who fought alongside me. She has always been so kind and caring for my well-being after the lawsuits, and she eventually proposed to me, leading to an unexpected turn of events. No way! There's no way my Hannah would marry that goddamn redhead! It must be some kind of a mistake. This is just a bad dream!
What are you whining about? Get ready for work, damn you! And I'll never forgive you for what you did, eh? Come on, you have your night shift soon, shake a leg.
It seems that this just became an additional punishment for my ex-wife and her ex-husband. We've both been hurt terribly by awful people, so maybe we got married with mutual conscious intentions, somehow. Hannah is a little old-fashioned, but she's very straightforward and intelligent and a very beautiful woman. I hope she heals me. Just as much, I wish I could heal her too. Trouble Busters.